I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ethan.
Welcome to Monday.
So, this Monday, we've all been looking forward to.
I know, because it's our last Monday before spring break.
That sounds awesome.
We have a 4-day week this week, and then we're off on Friday and the following week.
And when we come back, we will have an adjusted bell schedule on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Fantastic. Plus, I know this morning was a little chilly, but it's supposed to warm up.
Well, let's check in with weather and lunch.
Thanks.
Now we have a way you can give back.
The Pie in the Face contest was fun on Friday. Take a look.
As you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. You're working a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Well, you need a blue sky holiday. The point is they laugh at what you say, and I don't need no caring home. You had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. You're working a smile and you go for a ride.
And Crazies is continuing to raise money for Vets for Vets. This week, you can donate to Hunks and Heels. Our hunks include Mr. Robinson,
Mr. Meisner,
Mr. Weaver,
Mr. Osborne,
Mr. Chrisman,
Mr. Warner,
Mr. Timon.
and Mr. Goshaw.
The hunk that raises the most money will have to walk around during Comet Olympics in high heels.
That sounds so funny. What a great way to raise money for a great cause.
So, Comet Olympics is coming up.
It is this. Every class needs t-shirts. Freshmen wear gray, sophomores wear blue, juniors wear black, and seniors wear white.
Tickets for participants and spectators are on sale during lunch for only $3. At that time, you can sign up to participate in an event. Here is a look at last year.
This is such a fun event, so plan to buy a ticket. You don't want to miss out on this annual send-off to spring break.
Next, we have sports. And speaking of sports, what are we wearing today?
Today we are wearing the vintage comedy gear that will be sold tomorrow by Mr. Holman in the lobby.
Good morning, Central. I'm Jesse, and this is Sporting News. So if you always wanted to wear your very own vintage Comet jerseys and gear, then wait no more. The boys basketball team will be selling old uniforms, warm-up shirts, and pants Tuesday before school in the lobby. As you can see, I'm wearing one now. Bring some extra cash and pick up some awesome Comet gear to wear at Comet Olympics or the next big game. Contact Coach Holman with questions. Next is for all 2016 football players. There will be a parent meeting this Tuesday, March 22nd at 6:30 p.m. in the cafeteria. Please plan on attending. Here's for news for upcoming sports. For each cheerleaders, tryouts will be April 6th, 7th, and 8th on the football field unless it is raining, and then tryouts will be in the main gym. There is a parent meeting on April 4th at 4:30 in our library. If you are interested in trying out, pick up an information packet in the athletic office. And then there will be a volleyball meeting Wednesday, March 23rd after school at 3:30 for all girls interested in playing volleyball next year. That is it in sporting news. Back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Jesse. Well, let's take a look at club news for the week.
Students in Mrs. Meyer's college prep group will meet in the conference room tomorrow during 4th period. Please bring your folder and your pass, and we will see you then.
On Wednesday, Common Bible Study meets in room 287.
And then on Thursday, Guitar Club meets in room 180.
And next we have counseling news.
For students interested in taking dual enrollment classes next year, you must turn in an intent to participate form by April 1st. The forms are available in the guidance office. Last weekend was the first Cinderella giveaway for prom dresses and accessories. You have to register at the website listed below. The giveaway dates are April 2nd and April 9th.
Also in prom news, remember that all fees, including cafeteria charges, must be paid before you can purchase a prom ticket.
Now here's Mackenzie with current events.
Good morning, Central Crossing, and welcome to Current Events. On Sunday, a historic event happened. President Obama arrived in Cuba. This is so monumental. This is the first time that Air Force One has touched down in Cuba. The only other American president to visit Cuba while in office was Calvin Coolidge, who traveled there in 1928. That means it's been 88 years since a U.S. president has touched down in Cuba. The U.S. trade embargo has done much economic damage to the island, and there was a time where international ships were once forbidden from docking if they wanted future entry to American ports. Obama is hoping that the communist government will grant more freedoms to its people and open new economic channels for American businesses, and this will more importantly show a lasting example in diplomacy's power in dealing with longtime foes. But human rights are still blatantly ignored on the island, and this was really showcased on Sunday when anti-Castro's protesters were arrested after a week-long protest. Obama hopes to change the perception, highlighting the country's emerging private economy and meeting with outspoken opponents of the Castro's reign. Before he departed, Obama met with Cuban Americans in a bid to garner support for his diplomatic law, which is still met with skepticism among many large groups of Cubans in South Florida and everywhere else. Will Obama use this platform to demand Cuba to uphold more human rights? That's all for me. Back to you, anchors.
Thanks, Mackenzie. We appreciate the information.
Well, that's it for today.
Have a great Monday, Central.
Bye.